Tickets on sale now at all Ticketmaster locations. Ticketmaster.com, the Seneca Niagara Casino, the Seneca Allegheny Casino box office, and RagingWolf.com. It's mayhem in the mist. Don't you dare miss it.
Name?
Paul Andreas Dominich.
Paul, what got you involved in professional matchmaking for mixed martial arts?
Back in 2005, I was a promoter down in Florida. I ended up putting together really good fights. What ended up happening was another promoter that was out there that was selling a lot of tickets asked me to come on board as his matchmaker. So I left the promoting thing to him, and then I just started putting the fights together. Started doing jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts training with the guys, and so it helped me get a good feel of who was a good match, and that's pretty much how it all started.
I notice you have a good chemistry with some of the fighters. How did that get established?
Well, being an avid practitioner of jiu-jitsu and training, I like to go to the different gyms and train under the different masters, and that's where I get to meet a lot of the fighters. So we actually sparred out, and I trained with them, and I create a good bond. And from going from gym to gym, I end up finding out who has strengths, and I match them up really well. So as being one of the guys, that's where my chemistry comes from. It's not just being a matchmaker sitting behind the desk and putting fights together.
So your day-to-day activities, what are some of the challenges of being a professional mixed martial arts matchmaker?
Well, the number one thing about being the matchmaker is that it's not just putting two people together. It's becoming a professional problem solver. At the end of the day, you have a lot of hurdles that come up last minute that you have to make sure that you put together a good, even fight. Even if it's a last-minute change, you can't just throw somebody in there just to save a fight. You have to be able to make sure that it is competitive and it's safe and within the commission guidelines. So I've been able to actually build a network where I'm actually good at that, and like I said, it's all about problem solving when something arises, not panicking, and just filling in the hole with the proper peg.
Raging Wolves brought you on board as their matchmaker. Tell us about this next event.
Really excited about this next event. I have Yves Edwards, who's a UFC veteran. He's great striking, great wrestling. He's been working on his jiu-jitsu down at American Top Team. Works out with Mike Brown. He also works out with Thiago Alves. He's got a really, really good training camp. He's coming back stronger than he was before when he did fight in the UFC. And he's fighting a guy named Kyle Jensen. Kyle Jensen's a very exciting fighter. He's fought in the WEC at the highest level. He fought for the title at 170. He's dropping down now to 155. He trains with Brock Larson right now, who's in the UFC at 170. So he has a really strong training camp. He's coming off of a win where I just put him in together with Rich Clemente. So he's coming off of that win, and he wants to step up to the next level, and I'm going to give it to him. You know, he's coming down from 170 to 155 in his true weight class. He had that shot at 170. It was a little bit too big, but now he's at 155, and I expect some great things from him. We also have Molly Hassel, who's a veteran in the sport. She has over 15 fights. She's well adapted to any kind of style. She's very good on the ground, and she's just really, really tough and gritty. You know, her fighting Alexis Davis, who's an excellent kickboxer, has some great jiu-jitsu, is just going to be pretty much a battle of will. I think that Alexis Davis will control a lot of the fight, but I think that that's what Molly wants in the beginning. You know, she's going to persevere, she's going to go through it and take the punches, and then hopefully, you know, she's going to give some back for sure, but at the end, I'm sure she's banking on Alexis, you know, running out of steam. And when Alexis runs out of steam, that's when Molly's her best. She's just going to jump on her and try to choke her out, you know, but the fact of the matter is that I think Alexis knows that as well, so Alexis is training really, really hard to make sure that that doesn't happen.
These fights look really exciting. You've done a lot of good fights in the past and even more for the future. Thanks, Paul.